All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. Hard to believe January is already gone in this new year.
Yep.
2 weeks before pitchers and catchers report for baseball. So, baseball is just right around the corner, and you got the World Baseball Classic this year. So, that's going to, that'll heat up, going to make spring training look a little different because you're going to see a lot of these younger players in spring training get a lot of playing time, get more playing time than usual because some of your bigger stars are going to be gone on the playing in the World Baseball Classic. So I think that could help some teams later on in the season, getting to see some of these young guys.
When does
Get,
when does the classic start?
uh, March, I want to say March, beginning of March into February. I think it's beginning of March. Pitchers and catchers report like the 14th and 15th to spring training. I'd have to look. I'll look it up here in a second. But yeah, it's going to be nice. So training. I'd have to look. I'll look it up here in a second. Well, if you're a baseball fan, it's going to be nice. So because you're going to have some competitive baseball earlier in the season than what we normally would. My picks yesterday, I didn't do real great. I think I went 3-4, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, yep, 3-4.
I had 6 picks and I was 0-6, so I couldn't have done any worse.
You was on a good streak there for a while, but last week or so you've been
last 2 or 3 weeks
been down
terrible.
a little bit.
It's been horrible.
But that's why they call it gambling. That's you never know what's going to happen. And I know a lot of them losses have been real close games that could have went your way.
I've had a lot of point spreads. Where the point spread was 2.5, and lost by 2.
Like Virginia against Syracuse the
Last
other night.
Yeah, I had that.
It was 5.5, and they lost. And it was 5.
Yep.
I've
had
five.
a bunch of those, so I'm just
so that got me last night.
have a lot of those.
All right, let me get the odds pulled up here. Got more games today than we did yesterday. There was quite a few college basketball games today. There's only I think 5 games in the NBA, so it wasn't a lot of NBA, but there was a lot more college basketball. I think there was more hockey than there was yesterday.
There's only one hockey game yesterday. I think there's only 3 or 4 today.
But pretty big slate, and not only a pretty big slate of college basketball. Some good some games I think could be pretty good. Starting to see some of the bigger name schools paired together now. You're getting more of the conference play and stuff. So I think there's going to be some pretty good college games. NFL, Super Bowl, they still have the Eagles as 1.5 point favorites, minus 118 on the money line. You get the Kansas City Chiefs at even money. Over-unders at 49.5. I kind of lean toward the over there. I still think both these teams are going to score around 25 points apiece, maybe more, but you never know. It could be a lower scoring game as well. I think it's going to be a real good game. Reports are that Patrick Mahomes came out of the game over the weekend. Pretty clean. Didn't really aggravate that ankle too much more. So that they think he's going to be in pretty good shape going into the Super Bowl.
Anthony's got a wrestling question.
Did you hear Ripley made the wrong choice and picking the wrong champion?
I don't know about that.
I like that. I like she picked Charlotte.
Well, there's a story there.
Yeah, they wrestled WrestleMania before, right? When they WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it was the
COVID year, wasn't it?
The COVID, yeah. So
and I thought it was a real good match. I'd like to see it with the crowd. I think that'd be good.
I think
who's the other champ?
Bianca.
So she could, Bianca. So she could have picked Bianca.
But I think we're going to be seeing maybe a change of guard. I think that you may see Ripley win that belt, and right now it don't look like Becky's going to be in line for a shot at Bianca. I think it's going to be another younger star like Liv Morgan or Rodriguez. They're having that big. They're going to have an elimination chamber, so I think they may be changing the guard a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of excited about Ripley and Flair, but because I wanted to see that match in front of a crowd because I thought it was a real good match. But when you watch during the COVID era with no crowd, it was different. Yep. And I think they should give Drew McIntyre another shot at championship because he carried the company during the COVID and had that championship run, but didn't get didn't get to experience it with the fans being there.
Um,
So I'd like to see him get another shot.
I think the WrestleMania is going to be a loaded card with a lot of big matches on it, a lot of good matches. But I tell you, I'm excited for this Elimination Chamber. Just these two chamber matches they're putting together now with the United States Championship and the women's, and then I think they're going to end up announcing probably Friday night. I figure probably Sami Zayn against
Roman Reigns
at Elimination Chamber.
Sammy gonna go back doing jackass shit.
I
love that line.
I tell you, man, that segment, the match and the segment was awfully hard to beat.
Oh yeah, especially the segment after the match. The match was real good too. I really liked the match, but don't get me wrong. It was I really liked that segment afterwards. He said, "Okay, back to bed." He'd laughing out loud. Which we was going to talk more about Raw last night on GSR Gonzo Sports Room, but Jay was on and he hadn't watched it yet. He was going to watch it today and didn't want us to ruin it for him.
Spoil it for him.
He must not get on the internet very often because if you get on the internet, it's going to get spoiled. But but he's not into. He's just getting into wrestling, so he might not look at the wrestling stuff like we do. We'll start in the NBA. We got the Miami Heat at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are 4.5-point favorites at home, minus 174 on the money line. The Heat are plus 146 on the money line. Over under is at 210.5. I like the Cavs in this game. The Cavs are real good at home. They've been one of the better teams in the East this season, but they're real good at home. I like the Cavs at the -4, but I also like the under the 210.5, as you have two of the better defensive teams in the league playing each other. So I think this will be a little bit lower scoring game than what we're used to seeing. I don't think it's going to be one of them 125 to 130 games. So I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring, but I do like the Cavs. Then you have the Los Angeles Lakers at the New York Knicks. Knicks are 1.5-point favorites at home, minus 118 on the money line. Lakers are even money. Over-unders at 232. From what I hear, LeBron James is going to play tonight. Didn't play last night because of an ankle, but he's going to play. But he's going to play tonight.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, I haven't heard, but it wouldn't surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if he played tonight either. But I kind of think Davis is going to sit out. I do think LeBron plays, but I'm gonna go with the Knicks at home. This was at -1. It's went up to -1.5 now. But I like the Knicks. Then you have the Charlotte Hornets at the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are 11-point favorites. They are -590 on the money line. The Hornets are +430. Over-unders at 244. I like the Bucks to win this game. 11 points is too many for me in an NBA game. But the Bucks are the better team. Bucks are 4-1 over their last 5. They are 3-2. Hornets are 3-2 over their last 5. They have split the season series 1-1. Both teams won on the road, and the Hornets actually blew the Bucks out the time they won on the road. But I don't think all the Bucks players were playing. So I do like the Bucks, but like I said, it's not one I'm gonna give out as my picks. Pelicans at the Nuggets, Clippers at the Bulls. Clippers are 3-point favorites on the road, -154 on the money line. You have the Bulls, who are +130 on the money line. Over-unders at 226, excuse me. These odds are on FanDuel Sportsbook. I like the Clippers here. Clippers are 14-14 on the road. Bulls are 13-10 at home. It looks like most of the Clippers team's going to play tonight. So I like the Clippers here at the -3. And then you have the New Orleans Pelicans at the Denver Nuggets. Last game of the night in NBA. The Nuggets are 6.5-point favorites, -255 on the money line. Pelicans are +210. Over-under for this game is at 231. I like the Nuggets in this game. The Pelicans are on an 8-game losing streak. They've won like one of their last 15 or 16 games. They've been dealing with some injuries. Still have Zion out. But I like the Nuggets here at home at the -6.5. That's going to be all the that's all the NBA games for tonight. My picks for the NBA games. Give me 1 second. Make sure I don't. All right, I'm gonna go with the Cavs at the -4 over the Miami Heat. I'm gonna go with the Knicks. Let me. I'm gonna go with the Knicks on the money line because -1.5 there ain't really no reason to go there. So I'm gonna go with Knicks on the money line. The Clippers at the -3, and then I like the Nuggets at the -6.5. That's gonna be my NBA picks for today.
Yeah, my NBA parlay for tonight. I got the Lakers money line win at the Knicks. I got Pelicans at the Denver Nuggets. I'll take the Nuggets -6.5, and I got the Clippers -3 at the Bulls.
All right, college basketball tonight. I got 4 games I'm going to go with. I like Clemson at the -4 at Boston, or it's actually went to 4.5 now. At Boston College, Clemson's a -192 favorite on the money line. Boston College is +158 underdog at home. Over unders at 137.5. So I like Clemson at the -4.5. Then I like let me find it. UConn, number 24 in the nation. UConn -11 points against DePaul. I like UConn at the -11. I just think UConn's going to be too much for DePaul. Over unders at 145.5. Then I like, where's that? Next game I like is TCU at home against West Virginia. I like TCU at the -2. And then the last game I'm going to take is IU against Maryland. I like IU at the +3. I think IU wins the game. They've been playing some good basketball here lately. I'm trying to check on that just to make sure the odds hadn't changed. TCU is actually at -1.5 now instead of -2. And let's see if the IU game has changed. IU is +2.5 instead of 3 now.
Well, IU's been playing. I'm kind of surprised they're the.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that they're the underdogs. Actually, on the IU game at +2.5, you're getting -104 juice. Instead of taking the +2.5, I'm going to take a money line and get them at the +126.
Because IU's ranked 21. Is Maryland ranked?
Nope.
Because Maryland's at home.
Yep.
What it is.
Yeah, Maryland does play better at home than they do on the road. But IU's been playing some good basketball, so I'm gonna go with IU on the money line. That's gonna be my college basketball picks.
My college basketball parlay for tonight. I've got Akron money line win at Buffalo. I got VCU money line win at Davison, and I got Clemson -4.5 at Boston College.
Right? Did you have a?
Yeah, I got an NHL for tonight. I got the LA Kings at the Hurricanes. I'll take the Hurricanes money line win. I got the Capitals money line win at the Blue Jackets, and I've got the Senators money line win at the Montreal Canadiens.
You know, last night we were talking a little bit about college basketball, about who's going to be like Jay asked who would be like the top 4 favorites. Favorites to win the 2023 basketball championship. Houston's at +650. Purdue's at +900. Tennessee is at +900. And Kansas at +1,000. Alabama is at +1,000. Arizona +1,200.
Who was the 4th one?
Kansas. So that shows you there's quite a few new teams. I mean, teams up there that you wouldn't think that aren't always in the top 4. Like Tennessee hasn't been up there for a while. Kansas has. Alabama, they got right outside the top 4. Women's basketball, Indiana is 5th favorite at +1,200. Notre Dame is +3,000. South Carolina +110. Stanford at +430. Connecticut at +600. And Notre Dame's at 6. So we got 2 Indiana teams that are in the top 6 and favorites.
It's weird
in
because
women's.
Houston's, I think, third ranked in the season. Purdue's
Purdue's
first.
#1 right now.
Yeah, I don't remember who's 2. It might be Tennessee.
But yeah, so that's going to be fun as we get closer to the March Madness starting.
Yep.
I just hope they don't decide to change the March Madness and make it 90 fucking teams. I think to me that's going to take a little bit of the I don't know. It kind of runs it a little bit.
I think I'll if you want to, I'll take that Thursday off, and we'll, if you want to, go live.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep. Actually, when we first started the show about 2 years ago, that was one of our first things we done was we covered March Madness. We covered March Madness in the morning. Also covered college wrestling. Their March Madness. We covered it, and then we took a break, and then came back in the evening and covered all the college basketball and college wrestling. That was one of the first things that we done when we first started. Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes is the favorite at +120. Jalen Hurts at +125. Travis Kelce at +1,300. AJ Brown's +1,400. Miles Sanders +2,400. Devontae Smith +2,600.
This is Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl MVP.
Do you know what the odds for the league MVP are?
I can pull them up here real quick. And then you also got the kick of destiny where Gronk is going to be trying to kick a field goal. You can actually bet on that. So that's kind of crazy. Let me pull up the regular season MVP. I think Mahomes is going to get it.
Yeah, I do too.
That's what I think should get it, especially if it's going to a quarterback. Some of these other quarterbacks that people say that are in the were favorites or whatever, I just don't see it. Like I never saw Jalen Hurts as an MVP. And that's nothing against Jalen Hurts because he's had a good year.
Well, that defensive player from Kansas City deserves some. Look,
he had his best game of his career in that playoff game, but he had a great season this year.
Oh, a great season.
Why is it not showing me? FanDuel's fucking with me here. There we go. MVP. I don't want the Super Bowl MVP, dumbass. I want the regular season MVP. Oh no, it's not. I can't find it. All FanDuel's wanting to show me right now is the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's all Super Bowl MVP. You can bet the Super Bowl MVP to be on the losing team, which that never hardly happens. You can bet any defensive player. You can bet it to go in basically to anything besides a quarterback. So I mean, there's Super Bowl. You can bet all kinds of. I mean, you get the prop bets and all kinds of shit on the Super Bowl. Any touchdown score, game specials here. Travis Kelce to have 25 plus yards receiving in each half at +110. You can get AJ Brown to have 25 plus receiving yards in each half at +130. First touchdown scorer, Travis Kelce at +650. Jalen Hurts at +750. A lot of different prop bets, and more prop bets are just going to keep popping up as the game gets closer. Hell, you can bet the coin flip and all that stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Let's see. Don't we have isn't there another big UFC? Isn't there another UFC coming up? Yeah, this weekend. It's that one that starts at. Is that one that starts at the prelims start like at midnight our time or something? And And the main card starts at like 1 on the main card starts like at 1 in the morning. Remember me talking to you about
I
that?
think is that this Saturday?
Yeah, I think that's this weekend.
Is it this Saturday or next Saturday?
It looks like no, it's this week. It's saying Sunday at 1:15 a.m. Trying to see I can't remember who like the main. You got Derek Lewis against Spivak, Tabura against Ivanov, Duho Choi against Kyle Nelson. So it's not. I mean, there ain't like it's a bunch of like a real good card, but there is a card. Yeah, the prelims start at 10 o'clock on Saturday night, and the main card starts at 1 o'clock in the morning. Because that was one of them. Something about they had to change sites.
It was going to be in Thailand originally, and then something happened. They couldn't do it there for something.
It's not like I don't think it's a real stacked card or anything. I figured we'd be getting close to Bellator has one Saturday night.
Yeah, I think the 18th they got a big one. UFC does.
Yeah, I think it is the 18th. Bellator has one. You got Fedor against Ryan Bader.
Really?
And then Johnny Eblin against Anatoly Tokov. That's on Saturday night, but that's only 2 fights that they're showing. It's a Saturday night at 9, and they're only showing those 2 fights. So I'm not sure about that. All right.
Yeah, the 18th is that. I can't pronounce the names, Chris.
Makachev against Volkanovski.
That's the main event, but you got some pretty good ones too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. You got Rodriguez and Emmett. So yeah, that's a good card. Yeah, it's a lot better card. That's a lot better card than one this weekend, that's for sure. But I'll go over my picks one more time before we get out of here. NBA, I like the Cavs -4, Knicks money line, Clippers -3, and the Nuggets -6.5. College basketball, Clemson -4.5, UConn -11, TCU -1.5, and IU on the money line. That's going to be my picks for today. We appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget, we'll be live here in about 20 minutes at 4 o'clock with the interview with pro wrestler Jordan James. So come join us here in about 20 minutes for that. Should be a great conversation. So that'll be at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can find that at Gonzo Sports Room, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and at the All Sports All Plays Network, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter as well. So join us at 4 o'clock for that. Check out Unscripted tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, we'll be back at 3 o'clock with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. But then at 7:30 tomorrow, we also have pro wrestler from Texas, T. Ray Watford, will be joining us. So I think that's going to be a great conversation. So come join us for that. And then this weekend, we also have 2 big wrestling shows that we're going to be live streaming. NGW on the 4th. They also have a new show on the 5th as well, but we won't be at the show on the 5th. We will be at the show on the 4th. But on the 5th, we'll be at in Greenfield, Indiana for Summit Pro Wrestling. And I was looking at that card last night. They got another good card. So that should be a fun event. So Saturday, we'll be live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern for NGW. Sunday, we'll be at 4 o'clock for Summit Pro. So come join us for that. But like I said, we'll be live here in about 20 minutes with Jordan James, pro wrestler Jordan James. Should be a great conversation. If you're a pro wrestling promoter and you haven't booked him on your show yet, you're missing out. So join us for that. You have anything before we get out of here?
I'm good to go. Ready for the interview here in about 20 minutes.
Hope everybody has a great day. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Enjoy your Tuesday, and we will see you guys tomorrow.